Welcome to this 2-minute sales tip with Tim. You know, after over 3 decades of working with top performers, I've come to a couple conclusions, and I want to start by sharing one of those conclusions with you. What you sell is really important to your success, but how you sell is absolutely critical. Look at it this way. If what you sold was the defining variable, then everybody inside your organization would pretty much sell the same amount because you're all selling the same thing. So it's not what you sell. Yeah, what you sell is important. I get that. But how you sell, that's what's really critical. So in today's tip, I just kind of like to take a fun look at 3 things that happen during a lousy sales call. See if any of these look familiar to you. First thing that happens, number 1, is you, the sales rep, you show up and you pitch products, services, and features way too soon, right? It happens. It happens to all of us. Which means, number 2, the customer doesn't get to completely articulate their problem, right? Because you jumped in there and you're pitching prematurely. Customer doesn't really get to talk through their problem. And my belief is the reason the customer's talking to you is they don't completely understand their problem. That's why they're engaging with you, the salesperson. So when they don't get to really completely articulate their problem, here's what happens. Number 3, you don't get to understand the problem either. And when you don't understand the problem and the customer doesn't understand the problem, here's what happens. It's a price squeeze because neither of you really understand the problem. So what's the cure? Well, here's my tip. Create and share a call agenda with your customer before each and every critical conversation. My experience is without a clearly defined agenda, right? If we don't roadmap how we want this conversation to go, most calls, and I don't care if it's face-to-face or over the phone, most calls start drifting, and they drift into uncharted waters because we don't have a roadmap, we don't have a plan, we don't have an agenda. And when the conversation starts going into uncharted waters, most of us get very uncomfortable. And what happens when we get uncomfortable? We talk, and we talk too much. So you want to start creating more success, then start using call agendas, and start today. I mean, why not? It's not that difficult. Why do we want to communicate, or why do we want to share this call agenda? Well, number 1, it really demonstrates that you're not an amateur. You're not a newbie. You're a professional. You've done this before, and you respect the time that you've been given. Number 2, it really, if put together properly, reinforces that the meeting isn't all about you. It's all about them and what you can do for them. And number 3, very few other salespeople will take the time to do this. So start putting together your call agendas and start doing it today. Comments, questions, concerns, shoot me an email, give me a phone call. My name is Tim Wackel. Thanks for watching.